Sylvia!
What's that, Charles?
Bloody cough!
Bloody cough?
Bloody as in bloody cough, as in I could go to a blood drive, open my mouth over a bag, and double the collection.
Charles, have you got it then?
Well, I don't know what else it could be, Sylvia. It's as if a grenade has gone off inside my chest.
But is it possible? It's not possible. I haven't even been coughing on you.
No, it's not you, my darling. It's not you. I've read my FAQs. I've had the vaccine. So the only way I could have possibly gotten it after this much time having been vaccinated is from having been vaccinated.
Oh.
Don't bloody tell Roger. He'll go on.
Oh, I'm not sleeping with Roger right now, are we? Oh, I should say Roger should just be speaking to us.
Well, what did you just say? Hello? You've got the wrong number, chap. Yes, you have. You know it's the wrong number, and the bloody point is I know it's the wrong number.
It wasn't the wrong number.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't, Sylvia. Now you're gonna get all in a twist, so let's just forget it, all right? No, don't. Seeing him at the station was enough, all right? Don't even think about it. Don't!
It's me. Hello? Hello? Yes, I know it is. Charles just hung up on you. I know it is. He's sorry. Yes, well, that's why I've answered just now, isn't it? Yes, well, hello. You have? Have you heard that then? Yes, we noticed you found your post at our local railway station. Quite a thing, that. They just sent you there, did they? Oh, right. Well, I haven't got it. Charles has it, we think, but I have the sleeping kind, the dormant kind. Right. Well, it was very good of you to call. No, we can't drink any alcohol. Yes, it is a shame. Yes, that'd be nice. Let's do that then, shall we? All right. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, I'm sure you do. All right. Goodbye.
You are weird.
What was I supposed to do? Just start shouting at him? I wanted to know why he was calling. I found out.
Where's he going?
He found out through the grapevine, having somehow found himself stationed at Somerset railway station, that I have tuberculosis. And he's coming over for Boxing Day.
What, with Frank and Fanny?
No, not Frank and Fanny. We'll tell them to cancel.
No bloody way.
Yes, bloody way. My father is coming to see me. My father is coming to see me. You don't have to tell them that. You can tell them that and to find some other servants for Boxing Day.
Right. Choir of Angels. Yes, that's right. Well, it's good she was around then, off her Michaelmas term, yes. It's good. Right, I'm so sorry, dear. I'm so sorry. All right then. Bye-bye. The Mason homestead is in for a miserable fucking Christmas. It was stabbed to death in Tunbridge Wells. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Suppose it had anything to do with him being called in for questioning by the pigs, what they was on about. You think he was really messed up in something? Huh? Well, there, you look good and sad.
What?
No need to bring yourself down for my benefit, Sylvia. I can grieve on my own, thank you.
Quite shocked and sad, Charles. I don't know what you mean.
You didn't like the chap much, did you, Sylvia?
Do you think I'm some kind of lizard?
No, it makes perfect sense now. I found this the other day.
Found what?
Tétage des roseaux sont comme la cannelle sur des pompadours. What's this doing in your pocket?
Nothing. What were you doing in my pocket?
What's this doing in your pocket?
It's nothing. I wanted to translate it in a state that wasn't quite so elevated.
Why? Why do you bloody care? And now you're nearly blubbering all over poor Roger.
When anybody gets stabbed, it's a cause for shock and sadness, I should think, Charles. Leave me mine for crying out loud, would you? Charles, you're so bloody jealous. It's pathetic. These days, unless you're worried I might be a necrophiliac, you needn't worry all the time. You get this way with all your mates you have over.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You invite them over and then you get miffed if I find them the least bit interesting or charming at all.
No, Sylvia, I don't do that.
No, you don't always yell at them and tell them to sleep on the sofa, but in your own way each time. You think the world's in love with me. God, I wish I felt the same way you do.
Felt what way?
That the world was in love with me. But they're not. They only see me. They don't know me, Charles. Only you know how wonderful I am.
That's right.
And what were you doing in my bleeding pockets?
Never mind. Right.
To give you the benefit of the doubt, I'll say you were looking for cigarettes. Is that true, Charles? Were you looking for cigarettes? If you weren't, I'll be very cross with you.
I was looking for fun.
Charles, have you not quit at all?
I had. Quitting the natural way takes time, Sylvia. You know that. A river has eddies. Well, I'm in an eddy.
You're in the opening stages of tuberculosis.
Right.
Listen to you.
What? So what about Boxing Day? Or is he coming over for lunch or what?
He's coming in the evening. He said not to cook anything.
Are you going to cook anything?
No, the last thing I need is to go against what he said.
Well, that's not something you could get miffed about, is it?
I know. I could make bloody stew all day long. I could make bloody fondue and Yorkshire pudding popovers and serve it to him on a silver tray. And he'd say, you weren't bloody listening. And that'll be good.
Well, he'd still be an arsehole and we'd have bloody popovers.
I'm just going to climb up and get the same way.
Same as what?
I'm not going to be able to help him.
What? Help what? It's not your fault it's like this.
He really thinks that I'm a snob, Charles. Do you realise that? He really thinks that I'm a snobby snob.
I know he does.
It's ridiculous. It's silly, really.
It's not silly.
No, it is silly. It's just that he keeps coming at me over and over with that same crap, and it really hurts. I don't know what I ever did. He just keeps coming at me over and over, and I don't have the energy, and so I try and stay calm. When I try and stay calm, I clam up and I give him that tone of voice. You know, and it's that tone of voice. That's why he thinks that I'm a snob. But I can't bear it. So I clam up and I give him that tone of voice, and he hates me for it. And so I try and calm down, and I give him that tone of voice, and then he hates me for it.
I think you should try screaming at him at the top of your lungs.
I have to be drunk to scream at the top of my lungs, and I can't drink because of tuberculosis.
Oh, go on, just a bit. Just get yourself good enough. You know, it might be worth it almost.
Almost.
What's his main issue? I mean, I know we must have been over it before, but...
I don't know. He hasn't got one.
From years gone by.
Yeah. Sometimes I think it must have been from when I was 13. 13 or 14.
13 or 14.
Yeah. I mean, back then, even then, I thought it was because I was in the middle of something. I was in the middle of being the right miserable snot I'm supposed to be at 14. Even then, I thought I knew what it was. I thought it was because I was asserting myself as different from my mum and dad. No, I never did anything really horrible like running away. It wasn't anything, Charles. It wasn't anything. He just didn't like me, that's all. He just didn't like me. So I went to school and did my work and waited to be squeezed out of the household like a spot.
I think you should try screaming at him at the top of your lungs.
Well, that's good you're all right then. That's very good. Very good, nice.
I wasn't ever too worried.
No, I don't suppose you would have been. Not much to worry to get bed out here on the countryside, no. Around nature, you know.
Well, I tend to stay inside when it's cold like this.
I mean, nothing to creep inside the house, save for bits of moss off the soles of your shoes and the wind. All that nature mucking around out there.
All those silly deer and
Yeah,
things.
silly deer. I had some venison the other night. Oh, it was lovely. Just the way they cooked it, you know, crisp on the outside.
Was it? What was it?
Oh, well, never mind. It was called well, you're gonna laugh.
Well, am I?
It was called the Woodcock Inn. Yeah, horrible name, I know, but it was in Woodcock, so what are you going to do?
They usually put a colour in an animal, like the red lion or something.
Right. I have some red.
Sure, Dad. No one in the house can touch the stuff, what with the TV.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What type is that red?
I'm not going to tell you. It'll only talk to you and you can't have some.
I suppose that's good. I hope you don't mind, George. I already ate.
Hello, Prince Charles.
Hello, King Georgie.
There's a good chap. We were just talking about venison. Do you like the stuff?
Do I like it? Oh, mate, I'm probably made of it.
That's just happened. That was really good, wasn't it, Dad?
Oh, yes, crisp on the outside, I was telling her.
Chris. Wow, that sounds more like duck or something.
Yes, well, this was venison, and it was crisp.
What's that, then? Was that a bloody brownout? A blackout or what? what colour of an out is that?
I haven't the faintest. Have we got any candles?
Yes. I just haven't a clue where they are.
A torch?
I'll see if I can find a torch.
Oh, God!
It's for my job.
Right, so you found yourself in our neck of the woods. How's that come about then?
That's right, they had a position to fill, and so they moved me over.
Oh, did they? I
Yes.
see.
You see,
Yes, they just moved you over.
that's right.
I see. Bloody, no phone? Shite. Oh, I just remembered something else.
What's that?
You can't get the garage door open when there's no electricity.
Oh, can't you?
No, I tried that before. I was in a hurry. The bloody stupid thing gets jammed if you try that.
Oh.
I'll walk back to the station.
All right.
No. You can stay in the guest room.
What? Oh, the guest room's covered in all that mildew, mold crap. It's like a dungeon in there. Gotta get it seen to.
What do you suggest?
I'll take the couch. The couch is fine. What are you doing? I'm not potty.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's all right, dear.
It's nice seeing you.
Yes, it's nice seeing you too, Sylvia. It's nice to see you too. Well, good night.
Well, if we've all gone to bed at 11:35 or thereabouts, then that means he's been asleep for 16 hours and 20 some odd minutes. That's absolutely bloody ridiculous. Come on.
No.
It's not bloody Christmas anymore.
Well, you've slept so long, Dad, it's actually gone on till next Christmas.
It's not bloody Christmas anymore!
I'm gonna make sure the garage door works.
Some tea, Dad?
Yes, tea's fine.
You sleep all right?
Yes, I slept fine. So, tuberculosis can't stop you from drinking tea at least.
No, it can't.
I keep telling the people that come in,
What?
the people that come in, they ask after you. Well, they ask because I've told them, you see.
You tell the people who come in about me.
I see what you're on about, and I'd much prefer it if you just said it.
So what?
Because I'm not actually stupid.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
Right.
Of course not.
No.
The people that come in. I tell the people that come in about you. Now go on, let's have it.
Let's have what?
You were trying to be sly about it, but no, that's not going to work today, Sylvia. Be out front, please, and let's not have this.
Let's have it or let's not have it. I haven't the faintest.
You do have the faintest.
No, I don't.
As I was just saying a moment ago, who is it that I tell about you?
The people who come in.
Yes. No. You see, you say the people who come in. But I keep saying the people that come in, and you keep on correcting me and saying the people who come in. Well, could you please not fucking do that to me while I'm talking?
Really, I didn't realise.
You did realise. You did realise. And you know what? You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You may say the people who come, but in the Bible they would say the people that come in,
Really?
not the people who come in.
Right.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. He that dwelleth in heaven shall laugh them to scorn. How beautiful are the feet of him that preaches the gospel of peace and brings tidings of joy and all that figgy pudding shit.
God will say that.
Yes, Sylvia, put it that way. God would say that.
The door works.
Fantastic.
What are you two on about then?
We've got a biblical scholar in the kitchen.
Oh, really? I thought we just said pest control. Just kidding, Georgie.
What have you been quoting from, Dad?
Well, actually, I've just recently been to a performance of Handel's Messiah. They give the words in here.
Well, where was that then?
It was in London. Oh, God. Nothing as creepy as London in Christmas time. Everybody always coming down with something. I mean, you get off the network to Victoria, and you can just smell it. You can just smell it. That's it. I mean, some guy over here, he just and hello. I mean, I just can't imagine living in such a huge city like that all the time. I mean, people always around you all the time. It's a trap. It's just a big fucking trap. Sore throats there are, clinging to the pipes. Bronchitis there is, dripping down the ventilation shaft.
Try 200 years ago. Try 100 years ago. Try living in 1857. Try that. And see how you like the vague grime on the tube handrail.
1857? What made you say 1857?
I don't know. I had to pick me a dirty little time, and 1857 sounded plenty soddy to me.
Well, you're talking about the future, you are.
Am I? The future?
For it is now the year 1709.
Dad?
Don't you dad me, all right? Don't you go get a hot water bottle and stick it on my head or nothing, like I'm your potty old dad. All right, Sylvia? If anything I ever was, you know potty is none of them.
Right, 1709.
Well, Sylvia, the 13th Pope, whoever thought that he quite liked the name Gregory, well, that one, back in 15-something or other, he thought that he'd add a few years to the calendar to make up for what he thought the Julius Caesar calendar had lost, not being in line with the sun and the stars and all that. And, according to some records somewhere in Constantinople, it took from 508 AD to 908 AD to build some building. And how do you explain that, huh?
Trying to build the Tower of Babel all over again, weren't they?
Yeah, whatever. Just quit. Yeah, don't listen to what I say. Just quit.
Well, I don't know how else to contribute to the conversation. Damn me, what do you want me to go out and take my life? Because I've been lied to all these years. All these years that weren't the years I thought they were. Well, I'm interested. I'm just not shocked.
Well, is it too early for some red?
No, Dad, no, it isn't. You woke up just in time for red, didn't you?
Don't. And when you talk about dirty old London, then try dirty old London back in 1587. And when I say 1587, I suppose you can take either one. And we've moved forward, right? It's not horse manure, it's people's homegrown. What, on the tube handrails you say? Just because you can see horse manure right in front of you. Oh yes, so far forward we go, us human beings. Oh, well, we're bloody fucking amazing, aren't we? I mean, hang on, just hang on a minute. Yeah, so fast, so bloody fucking fast. Evolving at light speed, right? Yeah, getting taller with every generation, huh? I'm still waiting for breathing underwater.
Why? So you can drink quicker?
No, so you can drink quicker. So you can bloody fucking drink quicker. We are not evolving.
Here we go.
Why? Because you haven't sprouted gills yet?
You obnoxious fucking lot. Act as if you've heard it all, huh? We are not evolving. We are devolving into the most grotesquely confused beings imaginable. It is part of our sickness to see things as an improvement. How can you call it an improvement when the littlest things, the oldest things, that have seen bloody everything, the bloody Tyrannosaurus Rex, the bloody Channel, and they don't have to go through all this violence, jealousy, hatred, but fucking rubbish, bloody rubbish, absolute rubbish, fucking rubbish all, just to keep themselves going on. They're already perfect. All right? They know they're perfect. And they just keep on splitting off into more and more and more and more and more. They just create the same one bloody perfect.
Interesting.
I don't care if you mean that.
I do.
I don't care.
Well, thanks for telling me.
Why, do you think I'm right?
I don't know.
No. Because you're too busy sitting there thinking of your own side of things and not listening to a word I've said. Right. Then what do you think?
Well, I think you quite made me fancy becoming a bacteria when I grow up.
When you grow up.
Why? When I grow up?
You'd make about as much use of that literature degree then, you bloody hypocrite.
What?
Bloody hypocrite.
How am I a hypocrite?
You act like you're in the clouds, looking down at me. This little spot. Yes, like this little character in one of those little novels, right? Or one of those guys that causes all the mess, huh? You think you have me pinned because you're so well read. Well, let me tell you something, Sylvia. You don't read me. You've never read me. Never bothered. It's never interested you anyways. No, you never read me. But I can't go anywhere without you showing people how well you've read me, when you haven't read me at all.
I haven't the faintest.
You do have the faintest.
I have the faintest that you're talking about that dinner at the Shepherd.
Oh, she's bloody good, isn't she?
That's how well read I am on you, Dad. I know what you're about to start talking about at every bleeding turn. Dinner at the Shepherd. Is that your point, Dad?
Stop it.
Well, no,
Because I have told you before, but you still don't understand.
No, I don't.
Yeah. So you're not well read on me. Because you refuse, absolutely refuse to apologise. Because you absolutely refuse to understand.
Right, of course.
There you are. Asked, what does your father do for a living? What does your father do for a living? And they don't know it's your father sitting right there, do they? You haven't exactly gone out on a limb to draw lineage to that scabby-looking fellow
They're
over
not
there.
scabby.
Thank you. Anyway, there you are, asked a straightforward question, and what do? You look down at your glass. You look down at your glass as if your glass of red has got any idea what I do for a living.
Actually, I did ask it, Dad, since it knows you so well. It worked.
Thank you. Anyway, you look down at your glass, half sad, half almost about to laugh, as if there's something funny. Yes, something sadly funny about what your poor old dad does for a living. Poor old dad.
Yes, and what do I say? I say he's a station agent.
No, Sylvia.
Yes, that's what I said.
No, Sylvia. There's more to it than that.
That's more to it than what? Or is that not what I said?
You said he's a station agent. a station agent.
Yeah, you remember my scansion.
Yeah, whatever. I remember. I can't help it. I remember.
Right, so what was so wrong about the way I said it?
Station agent. Like I'm bloody James Bond or something.
Like you compared to James Bond.
No, because I'm not, am I? I'm not like some of these guys who think they are, just because they travel to France on the weekend for business, you know. Oh, but it's so easy to get round these days. So bloody fucking easy. Up and around each little yellow star of the little blue flag, huh? You know who liked that flag? Le Petit Prince.
The children's book?
Yeah, fucking French fuck. Twat all.
No, really, it's just a little boy.
Shut up. I was looking at it in the bookstore the other day. I happened to be browsing and I came across it. And it is very subversive, that. Yes. What subversive?
What? The Petit Prince? Le Petit Prince? The little prince?
He's got a bleeding sword. And he's got this big blue cape on, right? And on his shoulders he's got these little yellow stars. The little yellow stars of the ruling European fucking states.
Who wrote that? Children's living in New York City. So your little prince was actually born in the States. How's that for a manifesto?
Blow your nose.
What?
I said blow your fucking nose, you snotty little girl.
That's one thing we do agree upon, Georgie. Fuck Europe.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. And fuck you for saying fuck Europe. Now, it's not a you and me thing. No, it's not. No, it's not, old chum. No, no, no. Your fuck Europe is different from my fuck Europe. Yes, it is, old chum. Yes, it is. Your fuck Europe is a shrug.
Oh, is it?
And my fuck Europe is a fuck Europe!
I assure you I am no shrugger. I will have you know, I mightn't be so belligerent, my fuck Europe mightn't be so belligerent, but I will have you know, George, that we are nearly a man, one and the same, when we are boldly facing east. With the rest of those cheese-sniffing ingrates, those sauerkrauts with their trade markets, those stupid little markets no one else we want or need. You know, given our accidental proximity to the rest of the bloody continent, we are interested and associated.
But not absorbed.
Not absorbed, not.
Not absorbed. Churchill bloody said that.
Churchill!
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 Churchill! If we must choose between the sea and Europe, we shall take the sea!
The sea!
Murder!
What?
It's murder.
No, it's Churchill.
Churchill!
That's right. That's right. Hate Europe. Hate Europe. What is it now?
Whilst we're talking of your particular hatreds,
What?
am I on that list? I mean, would you tell people that you hate me?
Well, I'm sitting here talking to you, aren't I? I mean, why would I torture myself like that? Why would I do that?
Not like it's been torture so far.
I will say one thing. You do make it horribly difficult for me to figure it out.
Oh, that's really horrible then.
But if I said I hate you, yes, Sylvia, I hate you, would that make it easier for you?
No.
Then what do you need me to say it for then?
I don't know. Because I love you, I wanted to see if you'd say the same back to me, but you didn't, so it's fine. It's fine.
Don't be so bloody theatrical, all right?
Oh! I can't remember a single time. I can't remember a single time you said it to me.
Said what?
What do you think? I mean, I think if you had, then I would bloody fucking remember it then, wouldn't I? Because that would be a miracle, wouldn't it? Oh, no, the word. Yes, the word, yes. Oh, and a Christmas card, when you used to write Christmas cards. Or a birthday card, when you used to write birthday cards. No, and that's, of course you write it then, because that's etiquette, isn't it? To sign away, love, Dad. That's etiquette. Never an X or an O. Never anything more. As if you bloody lose. Lose what? Is that your idea of not spoiling me?
You've become a completely different person entirely. And I have had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all.
That's rubbish. That's
Which is
complete
rubbish.
Everything that's just come out of your mouth.
You're not listening to anything that I'm saying. Bloody anything I've fucking said. All the cotton in this place, all in the sofas, in the drapes, in the seats, has somehow got stuffed in your ears and up your fucking ass.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you're a bloody snob.
Cotton's one of the cheapest materials in the world, Dad, so I don't know what you're on about. Roger Mason could have been here.
A fucking snob!
Roger Mason could have spent hours with you sorting you out.
Roger Mason. Roger Roger Mason could have spent hours with me. Have you spent hours with Roger Mason?
Yes, she has. And it's my fault, Aunt.
Yes, it is your fault.
I don't know what you're implying.
You don't know what I'm implying, do
No.
you? You don't know what I'm implying?
No, I don't.
Well, wake up.
Oh.
Stop it!
I could tell you things. I could tell you things that would tear your heart to bloody fucking shreds, couldn't I? Huh? Couldn't I?
Then let's bloody have it. What have you got to tell me that's going to tear my heart to shreds?
First, you're just going to tell me that it's none of my business in the first place. And then, you're just going to push the real despicable issue under the rug, like you always do.
No, go on. Just go on. Let's have it. Just go on.
Well, being a station agent, I'm always on the lookout. It's my job. So I've already got my eyes peeled when all of a sudden, this car turns up that I quite recognise. Yes, I've seen it before. I've been in it.
What does it look like?
It's your car. It's your bloody car, Charles. But you're not in it. It pulls up at, 11:15 at night without you in it. And, oh my, look at that. But it's Sylvia. And, oh my, here's a fellow I've never seen before. Straightening his hair, straightening his collar.
Straightening his daft red tie.
Yeah. Straightening his bloody daft red tie. That's it.
Go on. 11:15 at night, daft red tie. Don't know what took me so long to see what a bloody loser he was.
Oh, loser? Is that the term you use?
Oh, that's what Sylvia.
Yeah, I was referring to you both.
Well, that's poor bloody Roger Mason, my friend actually, until he was stabbed to death actually a couple of days ago. And I'd always asked him nicely to please drive the chap to the station when he was over for a bottle and a chat. So, you've come up a bit short at your attempt at ripping my soul to ribbons, I must say, Georgie. But hang on. You were bloody there when we was all called in for questioning at the station by that bleeding Euro pig. You probably saw the whole thing. What were you keeping your eyes peeled and that?
Well, I haven't finished yet, have I? That's not the only knot in question. It's not the only person in question. Anything you'd like to say before I continue, Sylvia?
I think you're a child.
What did I tell you? Just get angry at me and push it under the carpet.
That's all I wanted to say before you continue.
It was a right fat one, wasn't there? I don't know what it is you're looking for, Sylvia. It's beyond
Come
me.
off it, and come off it now.
One that looked like he could just keel over at any minute. Like all you had to do was threaten him and he'd just fall down for you. Like all you had to do was threaten the chap.
After Eve.
I don't want to know his name. What is it you're looking
These
for?
are all chaps we'd had over for a chat and she drove him to the station.
No, there's more to it than that.
More to it than what? Was it the way that I drove him to the station?
Yes. And what about that young chap? Huh? Young handsome chap? But wait. That was on a Wednesday afternoon.
My memory is sickening.
Sickening? What's so sickening? What were you doing that was so sickening with this young chap on a Wednesday afternoon, huh?
With Richard Patterson.
I don't want to know his name.
That's Richard Patterson.
No matter what his fucking
That's
name
right,
is.
Richard Patterson.
I don't want to know.
If you were so busy keeping your eyes peeled, you would have seen Richard Patterson. I was transferring petrol from my car to his. I had a little red can. I had a little red plastic can, and I was taking petrol from my car, and I was transferring it
You kissed him.
I what?
You fucking kissed him.
I what?
What? Are you fucking cheeky?
Oh, am I?
God, you're fucking cheeky.
Am I?
Do you want me to say it
No
again?
time to talk, Dad.
Well, I decline to be charming. You're an absolutely miserable woman. You're an absolutely miserable wife. An absolutely miserable companion to this asshole. Anyway, he is such an asshole, Sylvia.
And we turned out just as perfectly as a dish of bacteria then, didn't we? Didn't we? Fucking bacteria, yes! So why don't you shut the fuck up and leave us alone?
Because I can't. Because I just can't let you live like this, Sylvia. Because I do not approve. I do not approve of a single iota of what you
You've
do.
got no right, mate. You've got no bleeding right. Okay? I will not have you using me to upset her, alright? I don't believe a bloody word you've just said. Okay? I will not have you using me to upset her. You sort out what's between the two of yous, and it's got nothing to do with me. I'm going to leave now, and you sort it out. But I will not have you using me to upset her.
That's right. Go outside and vent.
You're the miserable one. You're the absolutely miserable one.
Why am I still here? I see you thinking. You're probably thinking the only reason is because I love wine. And you lot, you're pretty well stocked. Lucky that tuberculosis forcing you to let your wine age. And I love a good old wine. It's always been good to me. Come on, just have a bit with your poor old dad. Come on, poor old dad. It can overage, you know. Just a little.
Absolutely not.
Come on, just have a bit.
No.
What's it going to do to you?
You just shouldn't be asking me, that's all.
I'm not asking you.
No.
Go on, just a bit.
No!
Just a bit. I could have saved your marriage with my bare hands. We'll just leave it at that, shall we? We always just manage to leave it at something, don't we? Come on, you've only got the dormant kind, the sleeping kind, right? You've only got the sleeping kind. Just have a sip.
No!
Look at you. Look at you. All worked up. You've got that measly bloody curve on your bottom lip you've got. I've given you that. That's mine. That's not mine. When I was a young man, in the mirror before going out, I'd stare at that measly bloody curve. Push it about, all hopeless. Try to tuck it back, smiling in like that. Oh, and there it is after everything. Hate it. Tuck it raw, and yeah, bloody. And there it is, after everything. As if only to prove, just that it wanted to prove that it wasn't the bloody problem. And she's what? Wants nothing to bloody hell to do with you, isn't she? You wish I was dead already, don't you? You wish I was dead already. You wish you had a dead old dad. Well, don't you come to my funeral. I don't want your crocodile tears. I don't want your crocodile tears, my bloody daughter. But there, you see that? That's proof, measly bloody curb. And that's me. But no. You look at it. You think about it, and you really look at it. And you see something. That your lips are wedges and my lips are bowls, eh? You think about that if you're thinking. Your lips are wedges and my lips are bowls. Your lips are wedges, my lips are bowls. Your lips are wedges and my lips are bowls. Your lips are wedges, my lips are bowls. Your lips are wedges, my lips are bowls. Wedges. Drive me to the station. Goodbye.
So that evening you're saying now, you really were not aware of any awry dealings in which Mr. Mason might have been theretofore involved?
I was right bloody pissed.
Yes, that part's on record. What's not on record is that you had absolutely no idea.
No, I had absolutely no idea. Dealings awry, whatever.
You speculated. You made sort of a joke then, was it, about centimetres?
Joke. I don't remember.
You were implying that the issue at hand was one of the European standard of commercial measurements.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Was that the issue at hand?
Absolutely not.
Right.
When will your wife be out of hospital?
I don't know. It's gotten quite bad quite quickly. Mine's oddly not progressed.
That evening you were quite angry with Roger, weren't you?
I was right bloody pissed. Pissed off as well, I mean.
You'd said something that no one could seem to recall. Something in French.
Oh, right. Hang on a minute, You bloody wrote it down. My wife kept it.
Your wife kept it?
Yeah. Sad, really. It was the last time we saw the chap.
Was it the last time you saw him?
I think so, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah, it was. Well, do you speak it? You're a French speaker, aren't you? Tell me something. Are you really in that Euro police text thing or whatever? Well, you wouldn't tell me if you was. I read up on the whole southern thing.
I can assure you my jurisdiction lies only in the sad little west of this sad little island.
Spoken like true Euro trash. So what's it say? Is it zip up the case or whatever?
I wouldn't tell you if it did, would I?
Bloody red stains.
Yes, only it's not red.
It's not, what is it, blue and yellow?
It's redness.
It's redness. What's the bloody difference?
The bloody difference is red stains as compared with stains of redness.
You got a pretty good English accent, you Frenchy bastard. You don't know what jargon really.
Stains of redness. It's how the French say freckles.
It's how the French say freckle.
Yes.
So what does it say? The whole thing you said, what's it mean?
Well, what it says on here is your freckles are like the cinnamon on French toast.
Prick. Not you, sorry.
Well, it doesn't exactly zip up the case then, does it?
What clues have you got?
All we've got is one witness, and all that witness has got is a memory of a sound. And all that sound was a slightly drunk Roger Mason, sounding like he was talking quite rapidly and anxiously with someone, a man. According to the witness, it didn't seem he'd met this man before. They were talking back and forth, and there was that flustered sort of tone, confusion they described it, and then all the obvious sounds of a terminal struggle. Then someone whistling the holly and the ivy. That's the only thing that stands out about it at all. Someone whistling the holly and the ivy after stabbing the man to death. Gurgles that would have been screams, you know. Then the holly and the ivy down the darkened alleyway. And who knows why? 'Tis around Christmas, everyone gets one particular tune or another stuck in their head. Mine's usually that George Michael song about last year and all that. Why, does that give you any ideas?
No. No, chap takes ideas away from me. 86 different types of a bleeding cough. Mine was one, yours was another. Doctors said mine was a fungal lung infection. Fungal lung. Fungalung. I'm sorry I'm so jealous. Sometimes, Sylvia, I am. I just wanted to say that. I don't know why you put up with me, I don't. All the Richard Pattersons. Don't know why you put up. The holly and the ivy. The holly and the ivy. Thought you'd appreciate that one, Sylvia.
What?
Well, nothing, I was just making a daft joke.
What did you say?
Sylvia. Sylvia. Sylvia.
Yeah?
Love you, Peaches. Love ya.
That's a relief.